it's Lincia on Do What You Love series. On today's episode, we have the Jon Macks. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure. It's great to see you.
So when I think about you, I think about your career as just like a wave, right? It's just a wave of, I don't even know how comedy and politics really go together.
When a comedian is doing great. And the difference between a comedian and a comic is this. A comedian says funny things. A comic says things funny.
Yeah.
But when a comedian does something that really lands, it's because it's something that connects with you.
Yes.
It's not, you're going, I could have said that. Yeah, but they're on stage.
Right.
And again, it's connecting. Again, with a political figure, when they're good, they're connecting with you. They're saying things that either motivate you or inspire you.
You said that at 15, you knew that you wanted to do politics and then also comedy. You were writing to Johnny Carson.
And getting rejected by Johnny Carson.
Right.
But I wrote.
Right.
I wrote to him, and then I was doing campaigns. I was volunteering in campaigns, and then when I was 20, I got very involved in a congressional race. Was like the number 3 person in the campaign. Huge upset. I mean, he knocked off the incumbent in a district that had never gone Democratic.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. And then I went to law school.
Yes, Villanova.
At Villanova, oh yeah. I was there and I started, it's always a great, stupid story. I had a crush on this girl named Penny White Dominic in college. And she would never date me. And then one day I got a call from this political science professor of mine who was running for state rep. And right outside Philly, right where Villanova was. And he said, hey, I'm calling my old students, see if you want to volunteer. Great.
Yeah.
So I went and volunteered. And who was the campaign manager? Penny White Dominic. So I figured that this was my shot. I did not know she was dating the candidate. But that's besides the point.
Oh, man.
But I got in, I became a junkie, and then by my third year in law school, I was running campaigns full time.
Yes.
I think I always had a passion for issues and things from when I was little. I was reading, I just read constantly and just was interested in watching the convention in 1968 when Julian Bond was trying to lead the delegation out of the convention in Chicago, and I was just fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't articulate it then, and I hope I can now. Politics controls everything in your life.
It does.
And I wanted to be one of those people who could make a difference. I didn't, but I tried.
You did, yes. You worked
Small
with
way.
several presidents, no big deal.
Yeah, but a small way.
Yes. So what would you tell people that are trying to find their path? Like they find it difficult to pick one lane, but you were able to do both.
Right, and I did them at times concurrently and other times simultaneously.
Right.
I think the key is to never worry about quality. I think the key is you want to get paid for what you love. You don't want to get paid for a job. Like, everyone has a job. If you love cooking, then go work in some place where you can cook.
Right.
If you love to paint, do that. But if you focus on saying, how can I make money? How can I pay for this? Which again affects many people. You're going to always be a little bit unhappy. And I just was lucky enough to be able to do 2 things in my life I really wanted to do. Yeah, what happened was this. I had run campaigns, and I won my first 2, and I was really hot. I mean, I was the best. And then I lost, I think, 23 straight. Maybe a few less, but and no one would hire me. And no one would hire a guy named James Carville, who had never won a race. And there was a guy running for governor of Pennsylvania named Bob Casey, who had run 3 times for governor and lost. So no one would work for him. No one would hire James and me. And we got together and we won.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And that was '86. And then James and I moved to D.C. I went with a big consulting firm. And I would hire him to run the campaign, or he would hire me to do the TV ads and the speeches and debate prep for the campaigns he was running. And in 1990, I think we had 2 kids then, and I think I traveled 270 nights that year.
It's crazy.
And it just said, and I looked and I saw how many people got divorced, and I said, maybe there's something else. Then I read an article in the Washington Post, Jay Leno coming to Wolf Trap in Vienna, Virginia. And he buys jokes from freelancers. I sent some jokes in, and they sent back an independent contractor agreement. If he uses one, he pays you $50. I thought, that must be pretty hot shit.
Yeah.
And then I found out later that there was 900 freelancers. If I'd known, I might have. Stupidity really is a great thing to have.
It is, you're right.
Blissful ignorance. Then they announced he was taking over the Tonight Show, and in a couple of months, and then he started buying some more and more jokes from mine for $50 each. And then he called me in January of '92. And he said, listen, I'm putting together my staff for May. Are you interested? Never say no. You can only say no later. Yes, I'm interested.
Right.
And then about a month, then we had our third kid. And he called the house, and Julie said, he'll take the job.
Yes.
And I called him. I said, listen, I got clients through November.
Okay. Election.
And he goes, you got a good work ethic. You can do both. So I did both, and I moved out there. There's 13-week deals. And I told my partners I'll be back in January, maybe 13 weeks later. I never went back.
13 weeks later, and never went back. And how long was that career?
I was there 22 years. I did all 4,610 shows of the Tonight Show.
And then you said, okay, you did 100 jokes a day, which was 500,000.
Yeah, because there were 100 jokes for the monologue a day, but then there's bits, sketches. So I figured out it's about 500,000 jokes, of which I think it might be the record, I don't know, 18,000 made the air, which means 482,000 are in a landfill.
Most people with rejection just want to give up. But how do you continue to do it over and over again and continue to like just try?
Hard drugs.
Hard drugs.
No, it's no, I'm kidding. Soft drugs. No,
Soft drugs,
what you need. First of all, you have to have an understanding. I mean, you have to accept the fact that it's not rejecting you, although that's hard. But also because the way the show was, if the show was once a week, that would have been hard because then you have a whole week to be. Oh God.
Woe is me.
But because we had to do a show every day, 5 days a week, 47 weeks a year, 22 years, you don't have time.
Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like, man, I've made it. I've done everything
There's
I
not
wanted
a
to do.
day in my life that I feel accomplished.
Okay.
There's not a single day that I don't beat myself up seriously over something I could have done better, didn't do, something I want to do, and it keeps you going. The minute you become content, you will stop trying as hard. I may not have the physical skills I had when I was 25. I hope I have some of the mental skills, I hope.
Yeah.
But no, you have to, if you say, well, there you go. And it's not about greed, it's not about, oh, I want a bigger car.
Yeah.
I also accept the fact that sometimes what I want to do is not going to connect with people. So I'll keep trying to find that connection.
What makes you different from other people? What makes you stand out?
I think that the ability to listen and to, but to react to what they say in a good way or positive way, and just really being able to listen and hear things. First guy, and I rarely compliment myself, in fact, never. But the first guy I ever worked for said that, state rep named Bob O'Donnell in Philly said that I had the ability to hear the tune out there that no one else could and pluck it and internalize it. Yes. And I think I don't think it's genius. I think because I'm listening for it. Oh, there it is. People would walk in my office when I was writing and I'd be like this. Hey, what are you looking for? I said, it'll show. It'll be there. That joke will be on the wall.
Yes. I feel like people look for validation and they somewhat lose themselves because they're always trying to please other people. What would you tell people that, like, you are enough, you know that you're talented, you know that you're capable, and stop looking for other people to validate you?
I say always hang out with uglier and stupider people. Because if you do that, you're going to feel really good about yourself.
Always, right?
Always feel about I would always hang out with the dumpiest guy out of shape. Really stupid.
Yeah.
No, I think, it's so stupid, but if you don't love yourself or if you don't feel confident in yourself, you're not going to get that validation from others.
Right.
But also, the more you seek that validation, the more you seek, and we're all guilty of it every day to a degree.
Right.
But the more you do it, the less interesting you become, and it never ends.
What would you tell your younger self when you were in doubt?
Never go out with that girl named Cindy.
Oh, gosh.
Penny's dating the other guy. No, I think I would. I think I would. I think looking back, I just say, just push through, push through. I never felt I was the smartest in the room. I never felt I was the funniest or the brightest. But I knew no one was going to outwork me. And that, I guess, is it. I would just say, if you're doubting your talent, your ability to hit a certain skill level, outwork them, out-hustle them. In baseball, I'm the one who did head first slides when I played. And what happens is if you're putting that much energy into something like that, then you'll stop focusing so much on whether you're accomplishing something, but you're going to feel the positive if you gave it your all.
You gave it your all. Okay, so my last and final question, do you love what you do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. 100%. I would not change anything about it. Just wouldn't.
Yes.
I get up every day looking forward to writing, looking forward to talking to people, looking forward to spending time like somebody like you, but to interact with people and to have fun and to maybe accomplish something. And at the end of the day, you know, as I cry in bed, weeping at my failures.
Stop
No,
it.
you know, but no, I do. I really love what I do. And part of it is because there are so many different buckets that on any one day, if something kind of sucks, I move to the next bucket.
Thank you so much for
It was
being
a pleasure.
here.
You're one of my favorite people in the world.
You're my favorite.
And one of those
Seriously.
days when you're driving by in your big limo,
Oh
you
my
you
gosh.
see me laying in the gutter.
Stop
just
it,
say,
never.
Come on, throw a $5 bill out
Oh
there.
gosh,
There.
I want to be like this guy, y'all. He's
Yeah,
the best. I appreciate you so
This
much.
was so much fun. This was great.
Thank you. Bye, guys.